Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, from all different parts of the world. Together we are one, and together we are building. So, welcome to those who are seen, and welcome to those who are unseen. So, we will begin today's session by asserting the intention of what this initiative has been about. The initiative that we have started a month and a half ago was to help individuals regain their health and also uncover their sovereignty. And there's a relationship between health and sovereignty. So, in order to explain this, let me explain something about the reptilian mind. All of us possess a brain, a part of the brain at the end of your spinal column somewhere, which is called the reptilian brain. Now, that's to do with fear, like a feedback mechanism that's supposed to tell you something isn't right. However, fear is very, very easy to induce in someone, and through fear, you will always be able to control easily. It's the easiest thing to do, to control people with fear. Once we activate this reptilian brain, we tend to maintain ourselves in it until we think we are free. So the relationship between fear and sovereignty is this. If you are in fear, you are damaging your health. If you don't act upon that fear, neutralize the fear, take the appropriate actions for yourself, and then once that's sorted, then we begin to have clarity and sovereignty. Why is sovereignty so important now? Well, my friends, you are under lockdown. Just think about that. You are, like everyone else, voluntarily being told only because the man on the box said to you, this virus is going to kill you. You believed him. You believed the information. That's what kicked off the fear. The virus didn't come and get you. It didn't come and say, hey, I'm here, I'm going to come and infect you. No. The people told you, incited a fear through words, pictures, and statistics, which is what they're already doing. Really important to realize that if you remain in this fear, and this is the consistent message we've been giving, if you remain in this fear, not will you just lose your health, which is guaranteed, not will you just use your health, but you will lose control of your life. We have been conditioned to live in our slavery. 9 to 5, go and do your thing. What do you have at the end of it? You spend all your life accumulating paper, little numbers in a bank account. So you can buy some food, you can go out and live on under a house. And then by doing all of that, what do you have to show? So let us first explore fear just a little bit more. Because the overall journey we're going through is from resistance towards acceptance. And through this acceptance, we also accept us for what we are. Because if we are in fear, then we are victims. That's all there is to it. If we are in fear, we are in victim. If we are in a victim mode, then we are always trying to hide. We have fear-induced isolation within yourself. My friends, it will lead you to severe, severe sadness, loneliness, and depression. It is absolutely critical if and what is about to come round the corner. You need to develop and cultivate, as we've been telling you, mental health, emotional health, physical health. And the transpersonal will take care of itself, which already is. Reason many of us are experiencing heaviness in the body, experiencing um, fluctuations of energy, it is to do with the environment we're in. Nothing to do with the government, but the overall change that is underway at a universal level. So you have no choice. However, you can make this transition easier and survive it, or you can live in fear and allow yourself to be damaged. Allow yourself willingly damage your own self. This gift of health does not come back easily. It's a gift. Look after it. So, fear, we don't fear the unknown. Fear is always based on attachment. More. More is the word that's used in Gurmat, in the wisdom of the Sikh mystics. Attachment. Attachment, it's the fear of attachment, the fear of letting go, the fear of losing. So let us question something. What do you think belongs to you? What do you think is yours? Let not just come in. Did your body, did you bring this from somewhere? Do you think it belongs to you? If it belongs to you, then maybe you can stop aging it. If it belongs to you, maybe when you're feeling unwell, you can make yourself feel well. If it belongs to you, how come you didn't stay a child? Do you understand? This body that we occupy is not yours. Okay, let us consider the people around you, your partners, your friends, your Jason, your hawks. All of these are in the same situation that you are. You have relationships as a result of these things existing, but no one belongs to anyone. Nothing belongs to anyone. Even the breath that you are taking now isn't your breath. Because if it was yours, you can do something with it. Even this heart that you say is my heart beats without your consent. The blood moves without your consent. All those things that you're trying to hold on to, they will change anyway. And they are changing. And the more you try and hold on to it, the more fear grows in you, the fear of loss manifests itself as anger. So in March, we said that by May, June, early May, June, we will begin to notice the riots, the protests. Well, they're starting. People are questioning the narrative. People are questioning what we're being told. People are questioning the actual story and the information because more and more doctors are telling you what's going on. Things are not what they seem. Then you follow the money, so you follow the vaccine, so you follow the disease. And if you go into this disease, there are few names that keep popping up. Names of individuals who have a lot of wealth. The Gates, the other doctors in the USA who are controlling the health service. Then you have these people at one of the universities who create these models of how many millions of people are going to die. All of those models have proved incorrect. But if you follow all of those, they all go to just a few names. And what's the agenda of these few names? It's control. It's control. Because the reptilian brain is about attachment, control, and greed. That's what it's about. because it is trying to assert a sense of self and ego. It's trying to assert it by holding on to these things. Nothing is going to remain. Nothing is going to remain. Even this body that you think is yours, one day you will find that it will be no different. The earth will go into the earth, the water will go into the water, the breath will go into the breath, the electricity will go into the energy around you, and the space remains a space. So, what is yours? What have you got to fear? This fearlessness is what gives you your sovereignty. Nirpo jape, nirpo hoy. Nirpo, without fear. When you connect to the fearlessness within you, you become fearless. This is your sovereignty. This is where your sovereignty begins. Where you begin to question things. Where you begin to give yourself, this life that you have, some credit, some reverence, some gratitude. And you question those who have left you in this state. Have you noticed? Hardly any politicians died. So how long, how many? 1 in 5 families, children, go to sleep without enough food. That's 1 in 5. These are some of the recent stats. So how long do we carry on with this charade and people around your corner are actually suffering, haven't got enough food, haven't got work, freaked out about paying their mortgages? How long? And in a month's time, when by the end of this month, when the lockdown starts to ease a bit, people will be afraid to go out because you have been conditioned. It takes 3 weeks, near enough, 40 days just to be sure, to condition you into a particular way of life. And this way, we are afraid to own family. Surely this must ring some bells. Or am I just losing my mind? Perhaps I am, and I'm okay with losing my mind for myself, then be led like a sheep to the slaughter. So, choice is yours. Become aware by in setting this understanding, this intention, that by becoming aware of the fear, by becoming aware which part of your anatomy works with it, this understanding will help you liberate, disengage, and know what's going on appearing real. Fear is always future oriented. So, in this world and in this moment, that people who will be completely consumed by the narrative, well, at the end of this, we can make a little chart and we'll see how many of them make it through. Okay? Simple. Because there's only so much you can do. Slow. Those who are awake, now is the time for you to prepare. This is just preparation for where we are going. These are just early days. So prepare yourself. Prepare yourself through your mind. Have you noticed that all these experts out there, has any of them, any of the UK or any European or any American mainstream health official who's worried about you, has any of them told you how to improve your immunity? Just ask yourself this question. How many out there have told you, by the way, you need to improve your immunity? No. No one's told you about your immunity. And those who do are being banned. No one's telling you about vitamin C, vitamin D. No one's telling you walk in the sun. No one's telling you make sure you eat green. No one's telling you that the food that consume a processed food, now that you have an opportunity to cook for yourself, use that in order to restore your health. Instead, fear, fear, fear. So please question that. Understanding that will help you and me to enable ourselves to retain our health. Because to have lived a life and not done anything worthwhile for another is like having something that is so precious, but you exchange it for mere shells. God, हीरे जैसा जन्म कौड़ी बदले जाए. Guru Nanak says this, that your life is so precious, do not exchange it for mere trinkets. So you can see how fear is part of our anatomy. Don't condemn it, see it for what it is. But if you remain in there, my friends, you will become ill. And you are ill if you're still in it 5 weeks after the sham time. Don't try and convert everyone, or persuade anyone with your understanding. Your awakening is your awakening. Live with that, work with that, improve your health. Yeah. Ultimately, there's nothing to lose. If you have an opportunity to improve your health and not rely on pharmaceuticals, not rely on vaccinations, then what more do you want? Yeah. We want you to be aware that when you're in your ego state, and hopefully in the next few sessions, I will talk about how the mind works. When we're in our ego state, we go into this reptilian space. This is why the ego is damaging to the health, because it goes into this flight fight response. So now we will notice all those who were freaked out 6, 7 weeks ago and throughout are now starting, many of them starting to become angry. So we will find protests. We will find riots soon enough, maybe about June, July, something like this, because it's the natural evolution of this energy. It's not that I am a soothsayer and I know the future. I am simply telling you what is in front of all of us. Just like that, lead to huge amounts of suicides and damage to people's health. So that's all our agenda is, to help you. So mind is where the uh, um, health begins. Now, the second thing that I want you to go again as we go into our meditation is that when we are in the fear space, our electromagnetic vibration is lowered. It makes us easy and accessible. So today's meditation, we want to do three things. We want to first notice that we go beyond the sense of ego into this space of calmness, tranquility, stillness. However, even if it's 1% more than it is now, you are somewhere. So you go there. So you go beyond the ego, back to where you are. The second thing you're going to notice is the experience that you're having is your truth. So if you feel at peace within, that's for who you are. If you feel stillness and silence within, not because I am suggesting it to you, but because you feel it. It's like putting your hand in the fire. You feel it, you know it's hot, not because someone. This is the doorway to your deeper self. This is the doorway to the source itself. This is the doorway, once it's open, huge amount of potential comes out. And you can put it in some really good places. So let us now go into our meditation. We want to go beyond our ego. We want to go into this sense of self. And in this sense of self, if we have some time, we will do a little heart meditation. Again, remember, no one out there is telling you how to improve your immunity. We are suggesting this so you have the tools. You don't have to rely on anyone. You can do it for yourself. So, if you want to begin with your meditation, just straighten your back, close your eyes, and close your mouth. And your eyes are closed gently, and notice that your eyes are closed. So bring your focus towards your eyes. Now bring your focus to your mouth. Notice that your mouth is closed. As you take a breath in, Draw your focus to your entire body as best as you can. So becoming aware of your body. Notice how the body feels. Notice anything dominant within the body. A tightness, an ache, a pain, an itch, any tension, any dominant sensation. Notice its location. Now bring your focus to the chair or the floor that you're sitting on and allow it to hold you so you can afford to let go. Notice there are sensations where your body makes contact with where you're sitting. Notice those sensations. Simply bringing your focus to them. That's all you've got to do. You don't need to work them out. Now, bring this focus upwards so you become aware of your hips and your pelvis. Now, from your hips, see if you can take this focus down your thighs all the way to your knees. From your knees, move this down to your ankles. From your ankles, move this down to your feet. And then moving your focus all the way to the soles of your feet. Bring your focus back to where you're sitting. Notice how you held in place. And as you breathe in, bring your focus to your lower back and notice what sensations are there. Your next breath in, take this focus a bit further up towards your middle back. Once again, just scan, allowing the breath to breathe by itself while you scan your middle back. Now bring this focus up towards your shoulder blades. From your shoulders, move this down to your elbows, your wrists, palms of your hands. And now your fingers. Notice what sensations, just sensing your fingers. Just sense your fingers. See if you can sense your nails or the tips of your fingers. Now bring your focus to the back of your neck. As you pull your chin in, notice the back of the neck stretching. Now bring your focus to your eyes. Notice the darkness. So the capacity in you that notices the darkness is what is called awareness. And all you need to do is just direct it. And it's like a spotlight. You know what's there. So as you focus on your eyes, and your intention is to know what you can see, you will notice that it's darkness. Allow your eyes to soften. Take your focus to your tongue. Allow it to soften so it's not firm. Notice the sensations on the roof of your mouth, inside your mouth, your cheeks. Allow your jaw to soften and relax. As you breathe in, once again, notice the sensations in your body. That's all you've got to do. On your next breath out, take your focus to your chest. How do you feel in this moment? Do you feel comfortable? Do you feel uncomfortable? Are you in pain? Are you suffering? Or are you at peace? You're not suffering. How do you feel? Allow yourself to feel what you're feeling. Things are the way they are. On your next breath out, listen to the sounds around you. Let the sounds come towards you. Try not to judge them. Try not to seek them out. Simply listening. Follow this sound as far as you can. Listening. And again, just follow the sound of this bell. Notice how you can listen deep into the silence. Focus just beneath your nose. Draw a slow, deep breath in and relax. Your intention is to hold your focus just beneath your nose and simply begin to watch the movement of your breath. Notice the in-breath coming in, notice the out-breath going out. Allowing the breath to beat by itself. If you find that your focus has been distracted by a sound, my voice, or a thought, notice the distraction, bring your focus back to your breath. Notice your breath has four parts. There's an in-breath that comes in, tiny little gap. There's an out-breath that goes out, tiny little gap. As best as you can, see if you can notice these four parts of your breath. Now bring your focus to your out-breath. Then begin to follow it and notice exactly when it finishes. allowing the breath to breathe by itself, following your out breath all the way till the end. Notice with every out breath how you can bring your body to relax just a little bit further, to get deeper and deeper into this moment. Notice how you're breathing now. Does your breath feel fast or does it feel slow? Does your breath feel warm or does it feel cold? Notice how the breath is in constant change. And even the sound that you can hear of your breath is changing. Stay with your breath. Stay with your sound. Listening to your breath as it comes in, listening to your breath as it goes out. On your next breath out, expand your awareness, becoming aware of your whole body as best as you can. Imagine there's a tiny 1-inch globe all the way around your body. And as the breath comes in, it reaches this glow around your body. And as the breath goes out, you can sense your body. Notice just as the breath is changing, so is his body. The heart beats by itself. Every single cell functions by itself. Every moment, millions of cells die. Every moment, millions of cells are generated. Your breath is like a string. And this moment is like a pearl on that string. Breathing in, you can sense your body. Breathing out, you can sense your body. And this body that we think is static is a continuous, self-creating, self-generating system that you have the privilege to be part of. And this body that is a system is embedded in the universe, which in itself is a system. This moment, in this location, connects you with all that exists in this moment. In every dimension, in every part of the world, oceans, skies, solar systems, galaxies, jungles, earth, part of that whole system. And you are the witness in this system. On your next breath out, open your awareness and begin to listen to the sounds around you. Now we're going to follow the sound of the bell into this universe. And again, just follow the bell as far as you can. One more time, just allow yourself to move into the stillness at the end of the bell. There is no end. Notice how timeless this moment feels. That it is not you that is creating the next moment, but the moment creates itself. For you are a witness, an observer that is fearless, that is sovereign, that is compassionate. Focus back to your breath. Notice how you feel within yourself. Notice how the body feels. Note your experience of silence and stillness, calm and tranquility. Acknowledge it. Take time out every day to sit by yourself. Know that this is your essential self. This is the doorway to your kingdom. And you have. When you hear the next bell, use this bell to come back to your breath, drawing a few deep breaths in, and in your own good time, opening your eyes. Enjoy the silence before the bell. Drawing a few deep breaths in, and in your own good time, gently opening your eyes. Thank you very much for joining us. Apologies, didn't do the heart meditation, but I will dedicate Thursday to heart medicine and heart coherence. Stay safe, know you are looked after. Remember that you have the key to your own freedom. Question everything. Critical thinking is your friend today. And keep away from the propaganda. Thank you very much. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki